coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Buffalo Bills. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. This is Tony Pollard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive. And they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them. And now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 40 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Allen going to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Throwing now is Allen. Dancing to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Allen will try again on second down. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and 1, Allen eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Allen on the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Allen will try to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Fourth down, Prescott. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. A big play there on the scramble. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Toss left to Elliott. Escapes the defender. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 74 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Jarwin. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, It's Elliott, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Prescott steps away to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Steps away. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Rolling to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Buying time to his left. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Flush to his right. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is Elliott. Trucks over it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Elliott, toss right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 36, Prescott dancing to his left. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll try and run for it with Elliott.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Allen being chased out left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Singletary is in. Touchdown, Bills. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he'll get into the end end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Pollard. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And some room to work. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
And that's his second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They will run with Singletary. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Now Allen steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Allen to throw once more. Rolling to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And now, did we see that right? They accepted the pass interference penalty, gave possession back to the offense. Boy, someone's got to have their wires crossed. That just doesn't make any sense. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Forced out to his left. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? You already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen on the move to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 180 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now Prescott steps away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Allen. First down and more for Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Still 9 remaining on second down. Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 25 on second down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On the give, this is Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Allen going to go on 4th down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On play action, Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. He spins free. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, Singletary. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Singletary. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Allen. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now does he get to the first down marker? He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Sanders. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for two, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Prescott on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Milano, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Way to show alert, baby.
And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big time fumble. And now the Bills will bring the offense out onto the field and go for two here. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Steps away to his left. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the two-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for two. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Taron Johnson made the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Out to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Prescott. On the move to his left. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This one to Jarwin over the middle. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. Back now in Buffalo. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it with Elliott. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Singletary again. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Now a run with Singletary. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Here's Allen to throw it. Steps away. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Toss left to Elliott. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 74 yards on the ground for him so far. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They go to Elliott again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
And a pass complete here to Sanders. And running with power here. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen rolling to his left. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They go right back to Singletary. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Here's Allen, rolling to his right. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pollard to return from the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a
touchdown, Cowboys. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the...
And he's going to be set. They came after him. He couldn't get away, and this remains a two-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Allen. They'll roll him out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Isaiah McKenzie. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
People watching this one right here gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
To throw is Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught, and he'll be tackled short of the goal line, but there is a flag down. Let's see what the call is here. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for two here. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion. conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you